Share screen. Beautiful. Just patiently waiting for a setup here. Guess in the meantime, I will play some music in the background. So right now, basically just seeing price retrace back into this level. So earlier, I identified a downward channel here, but we hadn't broken through this level yet. So I figured we were going to respect this downward channel until we did break that. So I was looking at a leg here, a pullback, another leg here, and then looking for it not to break that and come back down maybe into this level. That didn't happen. So we had to break, and I think there's a higher potential of this being our channel here. But ultimately, in a bigger perspective, in a bigger perspective here from a few days ago, we had this huge downturn, this big leg down. I think this might be consolidation and possibly a bear flag to another leg down. I think this ultimately, if we look at a higher time frame, deserves at least one more leg and a motion move down. So we got this. Maybe this was the second leg. Maybe we got a pullback, but this was a complete surprise. Let me delete some of this stuff here. Clear this up. There's a lot going on here. So we had leg one, pullback, and then possibly something like this, leg two, with this inside bar here with no follow through from a bullish perspective. So the bears are winning this battle currently, and we could potentially get a third leg down, maybe around the same size as our previous leg. Let me get rid of some of this. Our previous leg size, so maybe if this was the leg, we look for something to get down to the measure move area down here, but that's on a longer time frame, and I can see that, possibly pulling out, like I said, because of this. Let me delete this. It doesn't show on lower time frames. I think looking at this larger pull down, this could just be the second leg up because we still haven't broken this high, or have we? But we just broke that high. So again, we have the potential to move into this range or just pull back and make that second leg. So right now I'm not taking, a short might be setting up here, but don't feel comfortable taking it. It's at the bottom of what is a possible channel or range. So I'm gonna fade that for now. In the meantime, we have some puppy action. This could be a double top too, double top leg. I think in order for that to happen, we need to break this level here. And then we'd look for a measured move to look for a measured move to get us down to 51.98. That's could possibly happen today, right? If we break this early, we could see a major sell off like this into this level. That still wouldn't get us a second leg. So maybe they get down to this level, we never get the second leg, and we reverse up. But definitely in the consolidation state right now. Trying to figure out where we're at. So as soon as we get some confirmation that this is the channel, I'll delete some of these other trend lines here. But yeah, this is where we're at currently. I'm going to delete this metric move objective. Actually, I'll leave it. So give us an insight on where we're at for today. Got to set up the trading account. So real news today, so not really watching for any of that. Just kind of vibing out right now, honestly. Still nothing really, not even a short setup here. All right, the accounts are set. Sweet. Still working at the bottom of this channel. Just don't think anything warrants any conviction here for a particular direction. We did have a pullback in the 1 minute that was potential, but then right after that, this one's looking kind of weak from a bear perspective. But yeah, I don't know if it would have been wise to take that. Had some setups at 8:30. I wouldn't have taken this. I would have been out of the market. I went and I traded the open yesterday, and it reminded me why I don't trade opens. It's bad start to the day. We don't like those. I want to be as efficient as possible. So it's setting up nicely now for the bears on the 5 minute. Could have potentially played it pullback into this trigger zone here. I don't really like it overall. It's just weak price action from both sides, really. The bulls got this nice bar, and then it just faded out. So let's cover some trades that I had in the past couple of days. I think this is a 2-day trade. Racked in 600 on it. I actually had this pullback. I played it from here to the very top of here, and then it reversed down. So got lucky there. I'm looking at Merrick. I think they're going to have a nice setup. Maybe today or tomorrow with an anti-pattern. So I'm looking for price to kind of do one of these. Once it goes up, I'm going to take the short. But it all depends on how it sets up. We'll see. Disney, I think, is setting up like that. There's a lot of stocks right now setting up like that. Disney is just about ready to set up for the ante. I mean, you could probably take the ante here and get your second leg down. Not really going to take this one because there's this gap on earnings. So maybe that has the potential to reverse back up just based on earnings range. But even like different sectors, like JPM is setting up for the same exact play. And I wouldn't do it on JPM only because it's just been so strong. But here we have climactic activity. And then here's a double top. And then we have this leg down. And the bears are stronger than the bulls here. And we can actually take this short here and shoot for a second leg to about right here. I just don't think it's worth it, to be honest. It's so strong. But something to keep in mind. Tesla, I had a short in Tesla. I got out yesterday. I just didn't like the price action. So Friday we got down to here, and my position was up drastically. It was an option position. Um, it came back up, closed the day here, and then it opened on Monday pretty strong. And I saw the strong opening, just closed out for a very small return. I mean, it was 1/7 of what I was expecting. But no biggie. I reduced risk. I had risk up here earlier in the trade. Risk like up here somewhere earlier in the trade, and then I reduced it as we pulled down. And then my best day was by far Friday on this position, but I saw I made this double bottom. It's just not. I think it's at the end of its run here. We saw some climatic activity in this zone, and then here double bottom. So I think a potential play here would have been the anti-pattern, which would have been like right around here, would be to get in long. And so I saw all this set up, and I just didn't want to deal with it. Yeah, let me go back to intraday and see what we're doing on micro futures before I talk about another win. Nothing much happening, just really bad price action here. Super consolidated. Going to a lower time frame, it's the same thing. Can't really trade this, right? Unless you're selling tops and buying bottoms for scalps. We go into the 15 seconds. It looks exactly the same. It's just this nonsense. Let's get out of these smaller time frames. Back to the 5-minute. So this looks like it's turning out to be a flag, just like that sideways bear flag if this bar closes on its low. All right, so let's talk about them. Trade setup that I've been back at 40. I have some runners here, but nothing crazy. I think it's just adding to the IRA. So here's what I saw from them. We had price bouncing off of the lower channel here, so I figured it would have the ability to make it to the upper part of the channel. And I wanted to get in here, but I missed it by $1. Fat fingered it, so I got in here, and it just took off. I hit my profit in like 5 days, which was here, and then I took some more off here, and now I have a couple small runners that I might leave for a little bit longer term for my IRA. But what did we see? So I saw some climactic activity, I mean, all throughout here. Then I saw new momentum on the modified MACD here, and that was in this level here. So then I looked for a zero line cross here. I missed that entry, right? So then I looked for price to return back to my trigger zone, which was in this region here. Yeah, it's like here, and then I got in one of these bars, and it just took off. Took off pretty fast. So, very good trade. I think a lot of people on TradingView love my analysis of this one. I don't blame them. It turned out really well. A lot of people agree with that it's going to continue to go up. So I have a few runners, but those are more long-term positions. What else are we looking at? Currently, I'm just waiting for some setups. have some longer term positions in GBTC. So, and yeah, every time it pulls back to my trigger zone, I just buy some more. Just I'm buying it at a discount. We'll see how that goes. Not doing anything crazy in terms of like trading this. Same thing with buy. When it pulls back into my trigger zones, I'm just buying more, buying at a discount. Right? I don't want to buy it at a premium. I'm trying to build a strong portfolio for my IRA. So every time it gets here, I buy, and you can see, when it moved up in a couple of days, and it came come back to my trigger zone, moves up, and then just average these two buys to the top of here, and you can see what I'm getting. Here's another buy in that zone, so complete discounts. More buys, so just average all these and these prices. And see when we get to the top, I'm up a ton, so I'm not buying these tops. Just something small I'm doing for SPY. Let's see, got another notification. I got editor's pick on TradingView, so lots of people messaging me there. A minute. Yeah, so that was definitely a leg down. I'm glad I didn't play the long leg. So I'm going to take this leg off. We got a break of that measured move level, so I can see us pulling back. This is a giant move. Was there news that came out? Or is that just the market doing its thing? Yeah, I didn't see any news set up earlier, and now we're bouncing off the bottom of that channel. Interesting. Let's see the Akinashi. Okay. I think the question here is, are we seeing some climactic activity? Big bar. Let's see what we close here. See what the 1 minute looks like. Super climactic, and we're at the bottom of a trend channel. I think this gets a little confusing, right? Because we broke this. I wonder where we broke this double top that we talked about earlier. Here. Now, the measured move down here is 51.9975. I wonder if we get a continued push down, if this is just a small pullback here, but this is very climactic. at least expect a pullback, a weaker leg, and then a potential reversal. I really don't expect price to go down here in one move like we saw a couple days ago. So I might take a setup here soon for a reversal pattern, but I'm looking for a few things. I want to see how bulls react to this move here. I think that'll be the sign whether I get into a trade or not. Just patience now. I think I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna grab some coffee, some water, and wait to see what price action does here. So we're gonna get a continuation. But again, super climactic, and if there is one, we'll see for the continuation. Again, I think the level to reach for the bears is, and maybe we get in if we need to on a pullback, a deeper pullback. 51.99.75 is what we're looking at. But I think we're actually getting close. I think we can move that 20 points. We'd have to see a sell-off that we saw yesterday. These are three good bars. If this bar closes close or near its low, I think we get a continuation. We'll at least get a second leg about the same size, I think. So, like, even if it pulled back, you're going to get close. Like, if it pulled back to this level. So I think we hit this in 2 legs, but it's still very climactic. So I think maybe this is the target for reversal, right? So sellers here will take profit. They'll become buyers. Buyers will jump in. We should see a good strength for the reversal, potential reversal. And then we'll see a small pullback, and then we could take that long as that reversal. That's what I'm looking for a trade. My thought process currently. The alternative is 2 alternatives. Is one, we slice right through here and just keep going. 2 is we do one of these and come back down. Or 3, and I think that's what we just talked about. 3 would be something like consolidation, maybe some of this, and then back up. I really prefer us to get to this level here. These trading view shoutouts are great for the editor's pick that I got. Yeah, good stuff. Let's see, respond to this. All right, so it looks like we're slowing down here. As far as a lot of time to fucking, yeah, never mind. That's a lot of time for. I caught that at the wrong time. So yeah, I think we're going on to this level, and I think we're gonna retrace from here, understanding the measure move objective for the Bears. I think they're gonna try to reach it. Frenchy action for a second, and then so PRB. Before the action starts, I want to grab some coffee. The other thing we can look at is these point objectives. So the 50-point objectives here. It's almost a 60-point objective, so maybe that's what they're shooting for from a point standard. But BRB. So approaching this measured move objective still, so I'm still hanging out. Slowing as we get to the measured move target. So still waiting for some sort of indication of a reversal. I think as we approach here, we should be getting weaker and weaker and weaker from a bear perspective. guys outside? Okay. Strong bull bar. Still a minute to close. I don't know if the bears pull down again. I mean, this is a super strong leg, so I could see us pulling down a second time here. But just waiting. back, still waiting. That's a good, strong bull bar. Need to follow through. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome trading view. So still, author is really weak, really weak. Gives credence to the possibility of a second leg down to that measured move objective. right, espresso made. We're back. So, hour into live streaming. Now we have some action. So, what I'm looking for here is this, and then I think I'll have an entry. I still think bears want to get down to this measure move objective. Well, little boy, come here. Trying to think. This editor's pick was great, man. It really helped. I'm so happy. Lots of people following. Hopefully, I can help people out. That's all it is here. Just nonstop. Every time you hear the clicking, it's somebody following or commenting or boosting my idea. Super cool. Um, Great bar by the Bulls here. Weak follow through, pullback, if you will. So a smaller time frame, this will look like a pullback. Let's go to like 30 seconds. You can see that's exactly, so that's like white bar, and that's at 10 o'clock in 30 seconds, or 10 o'clock here. You see the small pullback here, two-legged pullback, and then boom, back up. So I don't see this being very strong. Kind of getting this like looping action where the leg up is slower than the leg down. Not by much, but it is. Just means it's not very strong, which you can tell by the price action on the 5 minute. like I said, I think we're going to get to this measurable objective, maybe on a lower low, double bottom, and then we'll retrace back up. That's the whole play. So if this is the trade setup here, this anti, like in the next couple bars, I'm not going to take it. I think I need to see more. I need to see more. This lower low to this objective plus the retracement adds a failure test into it, which adds more conviction. So you have here at this level, sellers becoming buyers, buyers reparticipating after they see some bull bars. Then you have the failure test where more bulls should participate, so the acceleration higher. Break this high, possibly cross what the moving average might look like here. And then moving average will start to turn up a little bit, maybe not that fast, depending on price action. We'll see this come back down into this level. This might move something like this, right? And this might go with it. And we might see that at this point, and then that's where I'll enter. But that's what I want to see. So we'll see how that turns out. I'm not convinced of this yet. I think this is still a bear leg. Just trapping bulls for energy to get to the measure move objective. Another one. Let's see. Yeah, these people are so awesome. Everybody's supportive. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Just it's by far my most boosted. 11 comments. Yeah, it's been boosted a bunch. So excited. Small little trading home. Strong bar, strong bar. It looks like maybe this bar has 2 minutes left, but if it closes like that, you know, it looks like bulls are trapping bears here that are still selling. So interested to see what happens. But like I said, I'm not taking this unless I get some real strong conviction here, where this runs up super hard, or we get exactly what I talked about. This action here. we have a trade set up? Do we have a trade set up? Still, yeah, this could be bearish trapping bulls here. We're in a trigger zone, so there should be heavy selling here, or at least some resistance. Whoa. Yeah. We'll see where his bar finishes, but as time's creeping down, it just doesn't look as promising. Boeing quarterly airplane deliveries dropped to 83 amid safety crisis. So when Boeing had, I guess, their CEO quit, my buddy messaged me saying, "Oh, it's at it's 52-week low. CEO quit," or some other news came out. Don't really follow news like that. Price moved up, or he's like, "Should we take calls?" And I'm like, if you do, I think you should get out around, I think I said 94 level, yeah, or 93 level, which is right here. And that's where I had retracement, stopping and reversing back down. So if he took those, I mean, he might have had some good luck, especially if he took like the 93 calls and closed them out at 93. That's big money. But I knew we were going to come back down. I didn't know, but I had a really good inclination that we were going to come back down and fill this news area here, news level. And there's more bad news, clearly. So that's why I really don't follow the news, right? Because I would have been short up here had I wanted to trade this. And I would have been ahead of that news. Like, there was people in here that knew this news prior to it happening. They probably knew for months now, based on all the accidents and stuff they had. So I really just follow charts, man. Head back to intraday trade. Second line now. Let's see what Disney looks like. So there's some compression here, right? That leg down. I would have liked to see this bar be bearish, but we had a bearish inside bar and now a bullish inside bar. This is gaining some firepower if this stays this way. It's still 4.5 hours. Yeah. What did we get? Another notification. Thanks for the follow. I'm gonna head back to intraday trading here. Oops. So another pullback. The bulls are fighting. I'm gonna clear some of this up. The idea stays the same. We make a second leg down, get to this measure move objective, and then push back up. It's just not happening at the speed at which my drawings were, but that's okay. concept. Close on its low here. This bar should get some acceleration to the downside. Hey. Okay. All right. I'll pay them now. Yeah. Bye. All right, Papa. You gotta get down. Gotta talk to the pool guys. Acceleration was expected. At least on my behalf. I think maybe some people are seeing an anti-setup here. I can't bring myself to taking it. So there's climactic activity here. And again, I'm looking for that balance hit the measure move objective, that's going to fuel a fire. There's a failure test there that should fuel it to the upside as well. So upside fuel here, upside fuel here, and then we just wait for the retracement. I think that'll be what we need. Busy morning. Sorry. Hello. So I think God, yeah, got it. I might have to help the pull guys leave. Checking that now. Love it, love it, love the support. Thank you, everybody. We'll delete this stuff again. It's kind of reinforcing what we talked about already. More support, love it. Really expecting acceleration. Getting a tick below. Feel good? What happened? ¿Necesitas ayuda para salir? Hay un botón en lado de izquierda. Sí. Yep. De nada. And just left him out there. So I saw him trying to call somebody. I was like, hey, you need help? Yeah, he needed help. Do you know, did you see the message I sent you? I just picked on it. I'm just getting mad followers. I just got my search followers. Hey, do you like my gun? It's nice. Did you feed them formula, or did they eat, or what? They ate formula. They have another feeding in an hour. Okay. Well, okay. Okay. He seems good. Yeah, that it's hard to come by. Not very punctual, but good. Yeah. There goes my piece. Lay down. Lay down. This is really just an all-day setup. Seeing price just consolidate here. No real rhyme or rhythm or reason. There is a couple legs here though, so we could see bulls take over for the long end. This leg is really just running out of steam. This bear leg is running out of steam to get to that level. It's all right. They missed this objective. We might see them come back down later on in the day. You can see this, you know, if you did take an anti here, it could be the right move. But for me, like I said, I just need that any more confirmation. If we don't get to this level, if we create a failure test at this level, I think that should fuel enough fire, and the Bears would just want to get out of their trades. a good bar by the Bulls. Really good bar. So that was the alternative I said might happen because we weren't getting down on this leg, and Bears are just going to give up. So that's sort of a boost I was looking for here. If this bar closes on its high, I might reconsider myself for an anti-pattern, although this would have been it, this take, so maybe not. I could sit this one out and look for a reversal, a complete reversal of the trend. See where else. I mean, we had an overshoot of this channel here, and I think we had an overshoot of this channel for sure, and then an overcorrection. So maybe wait for price to short again, get in this general area here. But just a thought, trying to walk through what might be the expectation. So this played out just the way I thought it would. If we didn't pull down, there would be an explosion up with acceleration, a tick above this bar, which we may have got. Should give acceleration, but it looks like the market's very slow right now. Let's see. There's a bunch of news coming out tomorrow, so that might explain. 7:30, we have core CPI month over month, CPI year over year. We have monetary policy from Canada, rate statements from Canada, overnight rates from Canada, press conference from the Canadian Central Bank. So maybe 10-year bond auction. It's a busy news day tomorrow. I might hold off the trade just the afternoon tomorrow. But yeah, I think we're going to see good follow through on this bar. Just a thought. And the expectation for Bulls is a good follow through on this bar. There we go. I was going to say, if they didn't get that, we might see a return back down. Market's really slow, just really confusing right now. It's just best to take your time. guys. It's freaking awesome. Never would have thought. So here we have a wedge. In a bear flag, right? Because we're still bear flagging from this leg here. There was the first leg acceleration, the second leg a major pullback. And this is why I haven't really changed, or why I haven't entered a trade yet. Potential, down here is a target. Here's a target for bears. So I think the bulls don't accelerate through here, and they keep getting these disappointing bars after nice bars. We're not going to see that reversal that everybody wants. And that's just the reason why I'm neutral right now. I'm waiting for my setup. It's 10 o'clock. Nico, please. More love on Trading View. It's pretty awesome, guys. Thank you. I hate when it happens. I will forego looking at my phone. Just look right on here, see if we have any more comments. No more comments, but been getting boosted pretty hard. Just some support step in this general region. From here to here, we're gonna have a hard time. I don't think we're gonna see massive acceleration down, but we might. I think, especially here, like let's say this region, we're gonna see a lot of resistance, a lot of support, if you will. This bar in general does not bode well for the bulls if it closes like this, especially if it closes on low. Trading View just came out with these volume bars. So the bigger the bar is, the more volume it has on it. And you can see the bull bars are a little bigger. These are what bear pullback should look like. You want to look weak if you're in a strong bull trend. So I guess bulls have that going for them. This bar looks like it's turning green with 8 seconds left. Bulls did a good job of turning what could have been a detrimental bar into a pullback bar. Good on them. What a crazy morning. Yes, the halving's coming for Bitcoin. Appreciate the follow, guys. What do we expect? I had a video I put on Trading with You. Future. I think I did Finance. So my thought was, like anything else, I look at both sides. And I see a couple things here. This is climactic. Well, not that big of a circle, but this is all climactic behavior. Then we come down into a lower high, double top, Possibly, maybe a triple top. I don't know what you want to call it. Maybe this is the double top. We get like a more even double top on these two legs. But ultimately, here's your apex, right? We break through here. We see a measured move down to around 48,000. So I said that was a move. The alternative is if you look on the weekly, we could shoot up to over 100,000 because we are at the bottom of a weekly bull channel. Shit. Here. Forgot how I measured this. I saw the acceleration. That's the other thing, is that there was this acceleration in this move. So for me, my thought was, we're accelerating through, we're getting up faster. This is more climactic than not. But I could see us retrace maybe into this level here, and then shoot back up to the top of what this channel would be, and I don't know, maybe she'll come down here and then shoot back up. You're looking, 100,000s easily. So that's on a weekly though. Something to consider. Both of these, 48,000 or 100,000. All right, going back to intraday trading. Maybe I'll do a video on some lower market cap stuff that I'm doing. That's what I'm banking on during this Bitcoin. Bitcoin's gonna move up 30,000 if it does move up, but like the market, the smaller guys are gonna move up, 50x, whereas Bitcoin's not even gonna 1x itself. So I like my odds there. Looks like we're following this trend, respecting it. So we're seeing a trend slow down. Let's move this target. We're seeing the trend slow down. So what the trend is doing is it went from here to now here. So it's rolling over. More and more likely we'll see this play out and back up. Some buyers in this zone here, some buyers will be here. But overall, this rolls over, we should be our target, this zone. BRB. Still not a lot of action. I think I'm going to shut it down for today. Not a lot happening. I will be personally looking, checking in from time to time to see if we did anything I expect. But yeah, thanks for watching.